Hey everyone, it's maybe a little different video this time. I'm on the road. Might be a little shaky, might be a little noisy, so sorry about that. It's Jason with the Schick Plan. I thought I'd just share with you a story that I'm not too proud about. I got scammed with by a Bitcoin scam from a notable YouTuber of all things. So I just thought I'd share the story a little bit. It happened a year ago. Around this time last year, it's middle of July 2026 at this right now, but around this time last year, I was approached, actually a couple months earlier on Twitter of all things. I was just dabbling with just a tweet or so, and a popular, well-known YouTuber had reached out to me on Twitter of all things, and started approaching me about different types of services that he and his group, actually a very well-known trading organization, at least on YouTube, and a website, and so forth, approached me saying, hey, we have different types of trading. Do you trade, or how do you like to trade? And I said, yes, I'm definitely like to trade, but I'm a busy professional. I work full-time. And they ultimately had programs, or he said he had programs where they trade on your behalf. You put in money and they trade with that money, anything from Bitcoin, mostly cryptocurrencies that they did. And he had such an elaborate scam, that an elaborate website, an elaborate so-called SEC regulated trading firm, that it was so believable. Everything's, of course, too good to be true. He said, you know what, our minimums are normally $50,000, but, and I said, oh, way too rich, way beyond my pay grade. But can't do that. Not in a position to do that. And he goes, well, I can start with 10. Can you do that? And after he went through his selection, and his sales pitch was fantastic, just really good. It was just hook, line, and sinker from everything from his pitch to his claimed returns, if you will. And the problem is that I was pretty gullible. I'm at a point in my life where I'm a little behind on retirement, and I am trying to catch up, and he got me. So any type of scam is really geared towards those that are in a little bit desperate shape. And at that point in time, I learned an important lesson. Anyways, long story short, and I'm forgetting a lot of details because quite frankly, I wanted to put it out of my mind, is that at the end of the day, he had convinced me that he would trade on my behalf. I would put in 10,000 starter amount, apply to his website, and I could watch his real-time daily gains and losses. He took it slow. It was a website that looked so realistic, like a trading website, and the results were phenomenal. And oh my God, it was like making cash out of thin air. And so he gets you with a little money, see those gains, increasing day after day, week after week. And he says, well, if you want to accelerate your gains, you just put in a little bit more. So I just want to say, over the course of like a month or month and a half, I regularly put in 15K, on top of that 10K, another 15K, all the way up to $65,000. So embarrassingly enough, I had fell for that trap and sent him $15,000 worth of Bitcoin, and not proud of that. And his website kept showing these immaculate gains. He turned $65,000 into $290,000. And when you say, okay, now I'd like to take out some of that, which in the very beginning, he goes, well, you could test out how we take out money. And he says, here, I'll put in 1,000 and we'll trade up there, and then you take it out. And it worked fine. So the scam goes like this. You get up past a $200,000 threshold, and you want to take out some of the money that they say that's when people typically do. And then all of a sudden there's different regulations as far as that trading platform is concerned. So they said, oh, you need to send, and this is how you kind of roll up with sending more money in and sending more money in. Oh, to fix your thing in their trading system, you have to send X amount of money via Bitcoin. And that's how they ramp you up in the 10,000, 15,000, so that you could start to extract that cash. And of course, then it came with, oh, you didn't do this, you didn't do that, and it'll cost you this, and it'll cost you that. So stupid. So after like the third time, and I was up at 65 grand where he said, oh, in order to get your money out, you have to do this. I was like, oh, crap. I have just fallen for a scam, and so stupid. And I stopped at that point. I was literally, I have documents upon documents. I went to the SEC, I went to various different government agencies and reported them, and never got anything back. I had tried to go to lawyers as well, and unfortunately $65,000, the juice isn't worth the squeeze for those lawyers. So sadly, he got away with that, and he probably got away with a lot of other people as well, being scammed. So he's a very popular trading guru on YouTube. He has this kind of hippie look about him. So if you ever see a guy like that, just don't trust him. And I fell for it. But there's lots of details I'm missing. Like I said, I've tried to put this out of my mind a little bit. But if you've ever been scammed, don't worry. You can recover. Be strong. Be brave. I'm trying to do that. I have worked my ass off this past year to get rid of all that debt and ultimately start to just trade and invest my own way on my own terms, and trying to be patient but also vigilant about investing my own money and living well below my means, which I do anyways. That's all part of who I am. I save and invest 50% of my monthly income into savings and investments. So I'll make this back. I have, like I said, gotten out of debt, and unfortunately it is what it is. I'm 65K behind on top of already being behind in retirement, but I'm looking forward from here. So have faith, guys. If this has ever happened to you, I'm sorry it happened to you, but have faith and work ahead. So anyways, please comment, like, subscribe. It'll help the channel out. If there is more details that I could possibly remember, I'll try to include them, or ask me questions in the comments, and I'll try to create another video. So just thought I'd share my experience, and I hope you guys have a great day.